Hello and welcome to the You Run podcast. My name is Scott and I am your host for all of the episodes that we go through on this channel, and I'm joined by guests from time to time. If you like the channel and you like horror content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe and share this with a friend. Also hit that notification bell so you know when I drop a new episode. Today we are talking about Beetlejuice. Oh, no, we're not. We're talking about Beetlejuice, which I'm not keen on that title because it leads me to believe we're going to get Beetlejuice, which I think is unnecessary. So, Beetlejuice, the original, is widely loved, and I would argue one of the few films that I can't find a single person that has an issue with it. Everybody loves this movie. Everybody grew up with it. This is something that was fed to us as children because when it came out, it was a PG, and it is a great movie. There's no doubt about it. Beetlejuice is amazing, and it tells the story of a demon that's effectively summoned by two ghosts who are trying to navigate the spirit world when they die, and the people in their house fall victim to Beetlejuice's behavior. They manage to put him back in the box, and yeah, everything is ended. Now, when Beetlejuice finished, there was a lot of calls for sequels, like huge amounts of calls for sequels. Tim Burton met with producers and they had various ideas that were bounced about. One of these ideas, as a bit of a joke from Tim Burton, he said, "Why don't we just send him to Hawaii?" Crazily, studios liked this idea and latched onto it. And for years after Beetlejuice was released, there was various different scripts flying around of how they would get Beetlejuice to Hawaii. Then everything went quiet. And we've not heard anything for a very, very long time until we got the announcement middle of last year that Beetlejuice 2 was going to be made. Michael Keaton is back. We have Winona Ryder back. We've also got the addition of Jenna Ortega. Also, Catherine O'Hara is back as well. So we've got pretty much the entire cast with the addition of Jenna Ortega. The dad from Beetlejuice, I'm not going to tell you the things he done. Go Google it. But that'll explain why he will not be in this movie. The real reason. The reason they've done in the script is they have killed him off. This will be spoiler heavy to an extent, so I'm going to talk about things that are discussed in the trailer. I'm also going to give you my takes on things within the trailer that I think allude to a lot more of what we may actually get. So the dad's not going to be in this. He is going to be killed off, which is what brings the Deets back to the town. It brings the Deets home and back to the original house, and they've rebuilt the house from scratch. The production of this movie is going to be insane. Tim Burton is a huge advocate for practical effects, and I've seen lots of people complaining about the trailer that some of the effects look very CGI. Some of them are practical. You think they're CGI, but they're not. You need to remember practical effects, especially like that stop motion, has come a bloody long way since we've done it before. This is a completely different stop motion. This is like peak, top-notch quality. But I can assure you, 90% of what in this is going to be practical with a gloss of some CGI over the top. As for the plot, so the Deets are back. We see in the trailer we have a very rebellious child. So this is Jenna Ortega's character. She's very rebellious against her mum Lydia, and she summons Beetlejuice. Now, this is where it gets interesting because the way the trailer portrays this is it's very much Beetlejuice and Lydia clashing. Like you get this meeting face to face where they're going to be head to head. But I don't think it's going that way. They allude to it slightly where they're stood doing something together, but I am very much convinced that this is going to go down the route of the animated TV series. If no one remembers this, this was fabulous. This was an animated TV series aimed at young children, and it was Beetlejuice and Lydia working together to do away with bad guys and solve problems. It was really, really cool. It was a really wonderful take, and they didn't make Beetlejuice a good guy, but they made him like on the fringe. So he would do bad things that would inadvertently end up doing something good for people. And I really liked it. And I think that is the vibe they're going for in this. We've also got William Dafoe. William Dafoe is going to be playing a detective who will be hunting Beetlejuice down for his ex-lover, the owner of the wedding ring that Beetlejuice gave to Lydia in the first movie. I think this is really cool. I think it has the potential to be one of the best sequels. but I have some concerns around this, and my concerns all linger around pandering to fans. And this is something that sequels that have a long gap tend to do. Scream 5 done it heavily pandered to what fans wanted to see. And I get a feeling this is going to do the same. So remember I mentioned that in the original scripts, or some of the scripts that were bounced around, there was talk of this going to Hawaii. We are going to get Hawaii in this movie. And I know this from the clip in the movie where we see a plane crashing. That is going to be crashing on an island, and we're going to get, albeit a brief moment, where Beetlejuice is on an island in Hawaii. We're going to get like the Freddy beach scene, but done with Beetlejuice. And yes, it's going to be cool, but it is very pandering. Also pandering to the fans of the TV series and giving it this sort of lesser aggressive tone where Beetlejuice is no longer the big bad. And I think that's a mistake. Beetlejuice is the villain. And he's a perfect villain because he's a villain that you actually find yourself drawn to. And you laugh, and you, as much as the horrible things he does, you kind of go, that's funny, that's so good. But making him a goodie and giving a big bad who is just evil, I think is going to undercut that. And I'm not feeling that at all. As for how this is going to end, this I think is going to end with a cliffhanger. They are going to lead into a third movie because everything's got to be a franchise now. I'm expecting this will be a good movie, but I don't by any means expect that this will be a great movie. I think this, if we're going to score, I think early predicted score for this is going to be, it's a 3 out of 5. It's going to be packed full of nostalgia that's going to make me go, oh, that's great. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, but once you've got past that nostalgia bait, I don't think there's going to be much substance to it. Very much like Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. That was packed full of nostalgia, but no depth behind it. And after I'd had the moment, it kind of become oh, oh. And I think this is going to fall into that trap. I want to know what you think, though. Are you looking forward to this? Because this has been called for such a long time now. Is this something you're excited to see? Or is this now something you're kind of done with? You wanted it 20 years ago and it didn't come, and you moved on with your life and you looked for new things, because that's kind of where I am with this. I think adding Jenna Ortega is a brilliant decision. I think she'll bring a lot to the table. She's done a wonderful job in the Wednesday series, and I think she can bring that ookie kooky spy vibe to this. I'm expecting a couple of cameos in here. I think we may see a Johnny Depp cameo, purely because of his heavy ties with Tim Burton and his strong friendship there. I think we may see a couple of other cameos, but I'm not sure who they're going to pull in. But I'm expecting to see people from the Tim Burton inner circle involved in this movie, because this is very much his. This is what made him. Like, this movie had the very first appearance of Jack Skellington. This is the movie that put him on the map. And I think it's going to be him calling back lots of friends. Danny Elfman is obviously back to score this, which is a fabulous decision. But yeah, let me know what you think. Are you excited? Are you not excited? Really quick news one. What we know, we kind of know everything. I think I know the whole plot all the way through. I could be wrong. Hey, movies have surprised me before. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you drop a comment. Please drop a comment. I like comments because I get to reply to them when we have conversation and we talk about movies. That's kind of how this works. Have a wonderful day, and I will catch you on the next one. See you later.